So China plans to send a crew to Mars in 2030 by 2033 and build a base there. So as I was saying before about how we don't know what we're going to be spending our money on, well, 12 years to land people on Mars is, when you talk about the space race, if China were to land on Mars and build a base there first, it's a pretty big, bold move. It's going to cost the United States a lot of money. So how are we going to spend our money over the next decade? What are we going to really allocate our funds to? We don't have lots of money. We got all these entitlement plans, and then we've got all these electric vehicle infrastructure. We're going to have all these space plans. Like, it costs a lot of money. So we have to really pick and choose. But what's interesting is that they got they're planning their first manned mission by 2030. China is planning their first mission. And after this, what they plan to do is they're going to use the robots, the rovers they have currently there to find a suitable place for base, send a manned mission up to build that base, and then start running regular cargo convoys back and forth, thereafter. They've earmarked their missions for every 2 years, so 2033, 35, 37, 41, and 43 as these missions to actually build the base and get the cargo up and down. And they said the round trip will take hundreds of days, which we all know take at least 6, in some cases 9 months to get to Mars, depending on how fast and how heavy the ships are. And this is just China wishes to lead in this tech race, and they were the first to land a rover after the United States on Mars, so they were definitely in second place. And if they're able to get people on Mars and build a base.
Game changer.
I don't know what that would be a game. That would be a game changer in terms of the rates. I mean, I don't know what it would actually. It would just be a perceptionary thing for now, until they actually found some reason why the things they found or did turned out to be a worthwhile investment. But when you're looking at who's going to be the leader, that's a very big symbolic move, especially not only for China but the Communist Party movement as a whole. Because remember, we're still fighting a capitalist versus communism ideology. So to show that would be look, under communism it took us longer, but we were able to devote more funds and do these bigger, most amazing things. It's just another big race. So it's just very interesting, and I don't know how the USA will respond. Again, assuming everything goes well for the Chinese government in doing this, right? That's a 12-year, from now they plan to have somebody on Mars. That seems pretty advantageous to me, but we will have to see. Because if they have a lot of money in a budget that we can't see and calculate, and they're devoting a lot of money to this that they don't have to devote to other things. If the United States stops spending so much money on things like its military or things like entitlements for its citizens, things like that, and just imagine they just pooled all that money together, they'd have hundreds of billions of dollars a year more to pool into one project. And maybe China's been doing that behind the scenes, so maybe that's something that we'll see happen. So definitely something to keep an eye out for in the news.
It's the next space race. So
yep, it has begun.
What do you think? You think they're gonna do it? You think they're gonna make it? Let's take the bets now.
I think that if China does it, I think they'll do it. Maybe not by 2033, maybe by late 2030s, early 2040s. But I definitely think it's possible. We could send people up into space. Sending them to Mars is just a longer mission, so you need more supplies, and then you can build a base on Mars. Well, when you're there, as long as you land everything, you can build some stuff. So I don't think it's impossible to do. I just think it's very cost intensive, and I think the risks have been very high. But I definitely think they're capable of doing it. They built their own space station, sent their own astronauts up to it. They've clearly got the money. They've clearly got the drive for it. They've clearly got the public support for it. So I think it's definitely possible. My question is, how will the United States respond and going forward?
Interesting. So we'll okay.
That'll be very interesting.